That required signatures and meetings, access to Daniel's private ledger. Daniel noticed and took her measure. Elegant, assured, dangerous in the same sentence. Raphael's pieces of the puzzle began to arrive in drip form. Bank transfers, a shell company with nodes leading to Victor Klein's charities. Elena guided him subtly. Follow the art donors. The same people underwrite Daniel's projects. He thanked her with a smile that warmed something brittle inside her. Later, in the empty back garden, Daniel cornered her. He asked about her return. Elena offered only a half-truth. Memory makes people return. He laughed, then grew quieter, asking about the orchard sale. She let him feel she might hold a grudge, then let go. An act meant to lure him into underestimating her. Underestimate her at your peril, she thought. That night, as the mansion emptied and the moon mirrored a silver blade, she placed a small recorder where Daniel and Mara had left their champagne flute. An easy habit she'd noticed. People let their voices fall to casual tones when they thought no one was listening. Useful. Raphael's article hit the local paper with quiet thunder. Klein donations, where did the money go? It named small companies and asked questions. Daniel flinched publicly. Mara posted polished responses about transparency. For the first time, the Kleins felt heat. Elena watched the fallout from a neighbor's window. She had not expected the article to land so cleanly so soon. Her touch on the journalist had sped the blade. But manipulation had risks. Someone at the Klein camp suspected a whisper campaign. Under a veneer of calm, Daniel began to tighten his sphere. Calls at 2 a.m., men in suits asking questions about donors' meetings, security on corners Elena used to walk down alone. Elena's ledger work showed her a transfer pattern, a monthly wire to a nursing facility in another city, one that had a name she recognized from an old postcard from her childhood. She remembered a woman, Mrs. Ortega, who had once hidden letters for her mother. Curiosity turned to dread. The file on Mrs. Ortega listed a telephone number, and with it, the faint chance of a name that could topple more than one lie. One evening, Elena's carriage house door rattled. Someone had tried to enter. The lock had been tampered with. She expected a message from the Kleins. Instead, she found a note tucked under the door. Elena, stop. It was the handwriting she'd seen in the final pages of her father's ledger, yet she'd gone through those pages with a magnifying glass. Another hand had read them before her. She tightened her plans. When guilt and fear came, she folded them into fuel. The note meant someone knew she was close. Whoever had tried the lock wanted to warn her, or to frighten her off. Elena called the nursing facility, pretending to be a distant relative. A tired voice answered, "We don't have many visitors for room 12. The voice faltered when she named her mother. The woman, an attendant, said, "No one named Valdez visited in years, but there are records." Elena's pulse stuttered. A file in the nursing home archive revealed a single withheld folder, legally sealed. Someone had fought for protection. She needed access and a friend with nothing to lose. Raphael had become more than a lead. His frustration with small-town corruptions made him bold. She offered him a chance to dig the sealed file in exchange for a front-row seat to a big reveal. He asked what she wanted. She said, "Everything." Raphael, hungry and idealistic, agreed. Together they pressed on, trading favors, whispers, and strong coffee at dawn. Through him, Elena learned Daniel's earliest scandal, a collapsed orchard landslide that was quietly insured and declared an accident. She heard rumors that the payout had bankrolled a shell company that later swallowed smaller farms. Elena's jaw clenched. The orchard that had once fed her family's name had been mortgaged to strangers. They staged small traps, Elena flirted publicly with a councilman who had voted with Daniel. Raphael chased auditing trails. An overlooked receipts book from a local caterer produced